Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Startup Garage Podcast, your source for all things startups. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so I have Robert Hamblet on the line, and he's founder and CEO over at Teal Communications. Robert, welcome to the show.
Hi, Adam. Thanks for having me. It's nice to meet you.
Likewise, and excited to get into your company today. Let's just jump right in. So tell us a little bit more about Teal Communications, please.
Yeah, sure. Teal is an IoT connectivity platform, and we use eSIM technology to essentially create a marketplace where IoT device makers that are interested in cellular technology, getting access to wireless carriers, can actually program their devices. So we support more robust use cases than just getting a SIM card from an AT&T or using a SIM card from an MVNO where it's a lot of roaming agreements. We're really trying to create a global solution where all the power is in the hands of the device makers.
I love it. So what are your typical, what's the right type of client for Teal Communications?
Yeah, a typical client for Teal is somebody who's building an asset tracker or somebody who has like a pet watch or some kind of IoT device. Could be like an oil rig monitor. It could be somebody building a connected car. And they're just looking to have more control over their connectivity. They're tired of paying roaming rates when they consume traffic internationally, and they're looking for maybe multiple operators in one market, or they want to enable new technologies, like if they're looking at LTE-M today, but they want to use NB-IoT or one of the other LPWAN technologies that are going to come out in the future. We enable that flexibility by giving them full control over the SIM, which is an eSIM, and allowing them to program that.
What kind of response have you gotten so far on the product, in the marketplace?
Oh, it's been great. We've been around for a couple of years now. Our first year was really focused on product development, and my background was in eSIM engineering before building eSIM solutions for General Motors and for Daimler. And so the response in the market so far has been overwhelmingly positive. We've signed smart access control companies. We have an autonomous vehicle now using our platform. We have oil monitors, like I was kind of talking about, some elderly, almost like a life alert system, but you can speak through, things like that. IoT is growing at a tremendous pace, and cellular IoT with new technologies has really started to pick up a lot of the slack that Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and some of those solutions don't support.
So you have a unique vantage point because you're working with so many different types of companies. That being said, what excites you right now about cellular IoT just in general? Like, what gets you fired up?
Well, there's really two things. There's the really small data volume use cases where devices are consuming less power, but able to monitor resources like a water meter that can sit and use a battery pack for over a year and actually be connected to a cellular tower the entire time. And then, also the bigger use cases like a connected car where we're enabling terabytes of traffic per month, where, we're just taking in so much data about where the car is and being a kind of critical communication layer on top of that. So it's really twofold. I think 5G and then the low-powered networks that are also coming out are really driving a lot of cool use cases within IoT.
Tell us a little bit more about the plans for Teal Communications going forward. So expansion and what you have on the docket next.
Yeah, Teal is a little different from other connectivity solutions in that we're not just acting as a middleman to kind of apply a margin to roaming rates or things like that. We're really trying to enable the IoT user to do more things with cellular connectivity than they could in the past. So during this time, especially, we're focused a lot on features, software features specifically that enable new use cases. So like a data protocol translation layer to convert TCP or UDP traffic into MQTT is one such product launch that we just had. So anybody that's using our connectivity or is even using somebody else's SIM card can use that data protocol translation layer to make their IoT data work better for them. And then in addition to that, we're exploring new solutions like a cryptographic certificate inside of every card that can be used to add an additional chain of trust to an IoT device. So we're really focused on security and data and how that can be used as kind of our big product features. And then obviously on the overall company side, we're just trying to meet as many companies out there as we can and learn more about their use cases and adapt our product to fit those.
Awesome. So final question, and I'll make this a two-part question. So there's some companies listening right now, business owners, entrepreneurs, executives, and they want to know if they're kind of a good fit to maybe work with Teal Communications. So what kind of companies are typically a good fit, whether it's size of project or otherwise, just to give people a good feel, so make sure that the right types of companies follow up with you. And then part two is, how do they follow up? How do they connect?
Yeah, we work with companies of all sizes. Being a venture-backed company, we're really excited about the new types of solutions that come out. So we actually give free connectivity to startups through our website, and our website's www.tealcom.io, and you can get test cards, and they can work across multiple operators. You can really try to evaluate cellular connectivity and whether it's a fit for you. I will say, once you do get into a production level solution, our pricing is the best out there on the market because, like I said, we're not just kind of a roaming middleman. We work directly with the operators to build the best agreements possible. So large companies can also get started with free test cards, but they're also welcome to hit up our web forums and reach out to our sales staff, which is very experienced. We all have backgrounds working at tier one operators like T-Mobile and AT&T and building out solutions for General Motors and things like that. So I would say small companies and large companies are both welcome to use our product.
Fantastic. Well, Robert, really appreciate you coming on the show today and tell us more about the great work that you're doing over at Teal Communications. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave us a review, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Startup Garage, definitely leave us a comment on the video and subscribe there and let us know what you thought and what kind of projects you're working on. And Robert, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks for having me.